Rolex dealers have display cases gleaming with every watch you've ever wanted. A Submariner, a GMT Master, even a Daytona. You're ready to buy, cash in hand. But when you ask, you get a polite smile and a firm no. Nothing is for sale. This isn't a supply problem, it's a psychological game. And today we're going to break down exactly how Rolex's exhibition-only policy is a masterclass in manipulation, designed to turn you from a customer into a supplicant. If you appreciate the truth behind the luxury curtain, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an investigation. The exhibition-only policy, with its little green and gold plaques, became widespread around 2020. The official story from Rolex is that they are simply a victim of their own success. They claim the scarcity isn't a strategy, but the result of overwhelming demand and a refusal to compromise on their legendary quality. The dealers echo this, saying the display models are a favor to you, the customer, allowing you to experience these coveted watches instead of them being hidden in a safe. This is plausible deniability at its finest. Here's the cynical truth. First, let's talk about the scarcity lie. The image Rolex projects is that of a small artisanal workshop. The reality is that Rolex is a manufacturing powerhouse, producing somewhere between 1 million and 1.24 million timepieces every single year. This scarcity isn't an accident, it's engineered. The strategy is a clear split. Rolex makes a high volume of its classic models like the Datejust, pumping out an estimated 329,000 of them a year. But for the stainless steel sports models that drive the hype, the ones you actually want, they deliberately produce far fewer. We're talking about 150,000 Submariners and only about 110,000 Daytonas. This creates a powerful halo effect. The intense desire for the unobtainable steel watches makes the entire brand seem more prestigious. You walk in wanting a GMT Master, but the perceived value of the more available two-tone Datejust they offer you is suddenly higher, all because it's sitting next to a watch you know you can't have. The exhibition-only case is the critical stage for this retail theatre. But manufacturing desire is only the first step. The next is to make you feel like you have to earn the right to give them your money. This is the AD Gauntlet, and it's a textbook psychological play based on the principle of commitment and consistency. The goal is to get you to make a small commitment and then escalate. It begins when you first walk in and express interest. By giving them your name for the mythical waitlist, you've made your first small voluntary commitment. The foot is in the door. From there, the requirements escalate. You're told to build a relationship. This means making regular visits to the store, proving you're a true enthusiast, not a flipper. You're now investing your time, your energy, and your ego. The final and most significant escalation is the purchase history. You are strongly encouraged and often required to buy things you didn't come for. Jewelry, watches from other brands, or less popular Rolex models. Each purchase is another sunk cost, making it psychologically harder for you to walk away. After months of visits and thousands of dollars spent on bundled items, admitting it was all for nothing creates a painful cognitive dissonance. So you keep playing the game. When the call finally comes, it doesn't feel like a transaction. It feels like the triumphant end of a long campaign, forging an intense brand loyalty built on your own effort and expense. This entire system feeds a crucial, unofficial partner, the grey market. Rolex doesn't fight the grey market, it fuels it. By creating an impossible barrier at retail, Rolex funnels all that unmet demand directly to a network of non-authorized dealers. This secondary market is Rolex's greatest marketing tool. It acts as a pressure release valve, giving wealthy, impatient customers a way to buy a watch without being alienated by the AD games. More importantly, it provides undeniable social proof. As a quick note, this is for informational purposes and is not financial advice. When a steel Daytona with a retail price of $16,300 is commanding a market price of $37,000, a 131% premium, it sends the most powerful message imaginable. It validates the watch as a Veblen good, an item whose desirability comes directly from how expensive and difficult it is to obtain. The grey market proves the hype is real, which in turn justifies the entire exhibition-only strategy and makes people even more willing to endure the AD Gauntlet. So let's recap the game. The exhibition-only policy is not a response to scarcity. It's a piece of retail theatre that manufactures it. Rolex deliberately underproduces its most hyped watches to create a halo of desire around its entire high-volume catalogue. Finally, the customer journey is a psychological trap designed to escalate your financial and emotional commitment until the final purchase feels like a hard-won victory. The system requires you to prove your loyalty by building a purchase history. So here's the question: is this a fair way to reward dedicated customers, or is it simply a manipulative tactic to maximize revenue? Let me know your honest opinion in the comments.